Hi and welcome back to Cos-Say, Cosplay fans. Today I'm here with Nick, aka ratnocare. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right in it.
Awesome.
What was your first cosplay?
Oh man, my very first cosplay was from Naruto Shippuden, Hidan. He's an Akatsuki member. He's got like the guy with the big giant like three-bladed scythe. It was a very difficult first cosplay because I made the whole prop, but it was so much fun.
You did?
Yeah.
How did that go?
I mean, honestly, I mean, like, it's first cosplay, so, like, a little rough, but as years went on, like, it was pretty decent. I don't know. It's definitely something I would like to redo again. It was so much fun.
How did you get into cosplay?
Like, for the first time?
Yeah.
Like, ooh. Well, I was into, like, I don't know, like, Toonami, like, Naruto and Inuyasha, Fullmetal Alchemist, things like that. And, like, I would watch, like, the little, like, anime music videos on YouTube. Like, those little, like, edited, horribly, like, cringy ones. And then I came across Fighting Dreamers Pro. And they did, like, cosplay. They did Naruto cosplay and, like, Kingdom Hearts cosplays. And I was like, people can do this? People can, like, do theater, but also anime, and also, like, not when they're at school. Like, it was so cool. I had to do it.
How long have you been into cosplay?
This May, it's gonna be 10 years.
Holy.
Yeah, I'm old.
No, it's not that. It's just like, I've had people ranging from like a few months to like 10 years now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
insane.
It's crazy, and it's something that like, it's ever growing, and like people get into it every day, and they've been into it for like 20 something years sometimes. It's insane. I love it.
Now how'd you get into My Hero Academia?
Ooh, I got into My Hero Academia because I was told, my friends, like a bunch of my friends told me, they're like, it's like the new Naruto, like you're gonna love this. And then I watched the first season and I said, I don't like it. And I didn't, I put it down after season 1, and it took me an entire year for me to get back onto it actually. So it was very interesting how I was like, no, I don't like My Hero Academia, I'm not a big fan, and now like all my cosplays are My Hero Academia.
That's how I found you, so.
Yeah, that's like my entire feed. If you go on my TikTok, my Instagram, it's like all My Hero.
Yep.
It's crazy, I wouldn't think of that like 2 years ago.
Now, what about conventions? What was your first con?
My first con was 2010. Animazement. It is in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's the biggest convention actually in North Carolina, and I felt so like as a 14, like 13-year-old, I was like, it's so big, and I'm doing a character that's so obscure, no one's gonna know me, but everyone was super nice, and it was so awesome, and like I felt like a big kid because like my mom like let me like hang out at my friend, like we stayed at a friend's house the entire weekend, but I was like, I'm on my own. I get to walk around this convention with my friends all alone, and it was so much fun.
That's really cool. Now I'm gonna ask questions that I'm pretty sure like everybody wants to know the answers to. How did you and Jay meet? Like I know you met off TikTok, but like how did that start? Like if you're okay sharing.
No, you're totally fine. On Cat Cosplay and I met on TikTok. So I really liked their Aizawa. They really liked my present light. And I noticed them, we were mutuals on Instagram. And I was like, oh, they have an Instagram, and oh, I'm following them, and oh, they're following me, and I did not even realize that. And like, we would reply to each other's stories every now and again, we would duet our TikToks every now and again, and like, it was like a slow build up. And then like, I had to move back, I lived in Orlando, Florida, and I had to move back to my parents' house for a couple months for a medical reason. And like, I was basically in my room for like 3 months. Recovering, and like I was just messaging her a lot, and I was like, I really like her. Please go out with me.
So how long have you guys been together?
This 17th that just passed was our 6 months together. Yeah, she's great. It sucks that we had to keep it private and like we couldn't tell anybody for a good 4 months, but
I mean, it's your life.
Yeah, that's kind of like how we saw it, but at the same time, I'm such an extrovert, and I was just like, I want to tell everybody how much I love you, but I can't.
And now that's all you guys do?
Yeah, you know, people still ask if we're together. Like, are you and Oddcat dating? And I'm like,
are you?
No.
It's all a hoax.
It's all a hoax, guys. It's all fake.
I lost my question because I just.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that wasn't you. It's because I saw like a dick of Jordy over there.
Oh.
I was you're great. I was trying to. What was I gonna say? I was trying to say great and something else, and it came out as date. Okay. Yeah, they're working.
Great.
I can't do my job. Apparently, I suck at in-person interviews.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I think you're doing a great job.
I found out one of my staples fell off, and now I'm kind of sad, but that's my fault. Wow. I don't have any more questions. I'm terrible at this, and I left all my questions at home. Oh, what's the best experience you've had cosplaying?
Oh man, the best experience I've ever had. Oh, one of my favorite experiences that I've ever had was, as cringy as it may sound, I used to do Hatalia panels. I used to cosplay a lot of Hatalia. I did Germany. That was like my big cosplay that a lot of people knew me for. And I used to do panels like all over. And I was in the middle of a panel, and the voice actor of Austria, Chuck Huber, came into my panel and interrupted my panel, and I yelled at him. I was like, "Sir, you can't interrupt the panel." And I was like, "Oh, okay, never mind. Would you like to sit up front?" And like after the panel, I was like, "Hey, I'm really sorry." And he's like, "No, that was my fault. Like I'm the one who interrupted your show. Like I didn't mean to do that." He just wanted to tell me that he really like him and the voice actors of Hatalia like knew my panels and like really appreciated them, and he wanted to see one in person. And I was like, "Okay, thank you." It was like so crazy. I was like, wow, voice actors know about my panels. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they liked it, so it was cool.
Now on the flip side, what's the worst experience you've had?
The worst experience I've ever had. I was at Katsucon. And I was in Junkrat. This was 2 years ago. And if you're this person, I'm sorry, you suck. So, one right after the other happened. So, I went to go see the voice actor of Roadhog, but I was told that the line didn't start until another hour. It didn't. They were very disorganized that year of Katsu. As I'm walking away, there's a lot of space, and as Junkrat, you have a giant rip tire that has spikes on it on your back. Somebody bumped into me, and they looked at me and was just like, there was a lot of space, just as like a poor thing. A lot of space. They could have easily like just like walked around me, but they like shoulder checked me, and the tire hit their arm. And they looked at me and they started yelling at me. And they're like, "Why would you bump into me? Like, what the hell's wrong with you?" And I was like, "Do you see all this space? Like, do you not like see all this space? Like, you're making a fool of you." It was just really dumb. And people kept bumping into my tire like all day, and I almost did not get to see the voice actor of Roadhog. It was like so stressful. And like the rip tire like left bruises on my arms, and I was like, "Oh, I just want to go back to my hotel room and just like eat ramen for the rest of the day. This sucks." Bright side, I did get to be the voice actor, and Josh is very cool, and I see him at a lot of conventions. He's a really cool guy.
I'm out of questions. But yeah. Oh, is there anything you'd like to say to any of your fans, any cosplayers, so literally anybody?
I literally love all of you. And you. You're so fantastic. I love all of my followers, and I think if you want to cosplay something, that you should do it. I think that nothing should hold somebody back from doing a cosplay, whether they're like, "Oh, but no, like somebody else like does it so much better." Like, who cares? Do it your way. Make it better. Like, make it your perfect little image that you want in your mind. Like, just do whatever you want, man. Just have fun. It's just you. Vibe.
Okay, guys, this is Nick, aka ratnocare, and this has been another episode of Cos-Say, so bye!